for what we want to do next? Or...
In just a sec, yeah. I'll just get after him. It's Destiny Aganor is the town's midwife.
Sounds like... Oh, that's cool. I was gonna say, it sounds like a medieval stripper, but...
None of you know this name. This is my name. For me.
Alright. Does anyone want to go over and secure the goblin?
I will call over to the goblin and tell him to come towards me.
I want to go over.
And I'll slowly move towards him and bring Beto along.
Alright. Reverence, how you're also following?
Yeah, I want to move like a little bit closer to maybe take a look at the inside of the pit.
So
Okay.
you look at the pit.
Okay,
Close enough?
I want Beto
Yes.
to be with me.
However, as you step forward, the ground beneath you gives way, and you have stepped over what looks to have been a covered pit trap.
Ah, great.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, thank God that wasn't me. I would have died instantly.
Roll 1d6 damage as you fall.
That's fiendish, Uno.
Ow.
Oh, how the sound.
Noise.
Christ.
Not only was it very loud, it was.
Alright, 6 damage. You kind of roll your ankle at the bottom, and... Ow. Beetle looks in over the top and says, "Oh! They've been trapping this area!"
He always sounds so funny. I wanted Beto to follow me towards the goblin.
Okay. Is anyone gonna help Reverence? Like...
Yeah, Nim will when it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit in the pit and swear in.
Yeah, alright.
After hearing a crash on my left, I walk towards the pit.
Let's do it in turn order. I think is the safest
Sure.
bet. Let Nick go, and then
Yeah,
we'll just
what
carry
does
on in the initiative we're in.
Alright.
Anything for you, Nick?
Yeah. I'm gonna hop down here and run over to the pit.
Alright.
And is it deep enough that I can reach down? And
Yeah, it's like
extend
10
a
feet deep.
hand? Okay, cool. I just like lay down and reach a hand down to Reverence.
Alright, she can do an athletics with advantage to get up.
What do I roll again?
Athletics?
Sure. Give me a second.
Yep.
Oh,
You scramble right up with his help.
With a -1.
Actually, I mean, if you want to, you don't even need his help. You can just like brush his hand to the side and clamber up on your own. However you want to narrate that.
Don't bruise my ego.
I'm using the help given, but I'm staring, not really trustingly. As in, I'm giving him a glare before I take the hand.
Alright.
Bruise his ego like he bruised that rock.
Nim?
Alright, Nim sees that Reverence is alright and just wants to skid down this slope and make his way over here and then come to a dashing stop right next to
Alright, give the dex to come sliding down.
Wait, quick question, how do I lower my health?
Oh, if you click your token, you see there's the 15
Oh, okay. there
above
it is.
you. You can just type in -6 there. And it'll subtract for you. Alright, you basically
start
like
getting the crit.
surf down. Yeah, exactly. You slide down that looking pretty professional.
so he comes to a sliding hockey stop right in front of the pit and just yells down, says to the people down here, hey guys, can we help you? Don't mind this guy, he's just full of himself. He did really good up there. So he's trying to calm them.
Okay, give me a persuasion. Because they're pretty rattled.
I've got 2 heads.
You do have 2 heads.
Plus my own 3 heads!
4, really?
Wait.
These 2 continue to cry, and you overhear the door say, "Fucking adventurers." All right. Anything else, or
Yeah, I think that's all.
all right,
For now.
Tyrion.
So I will speak to Beto and I'll say, what do you think we should do with this goblin?
Oh, so you guys are in charge of me, right?
Yeah.
How
but
about
we don't know.
if you make that goblin below me, so I'm in charge of him?
Oh, you.
I kind of like this idea, Beto.
I'll be in charge of that goblin.
I
Yes.
wouldn't say we're necessarily in charge of you, though.
Whoa.
No, I would say
I'm
that.
pretty certain you are. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
are.
You guys, like, do you see that one over there? Two heads. Two heads. Our chieftain only has one head sometimes when he's killed someone. That one's got two heads.
That's true. So you want us to make him your underling?
Yes. I want to be in charge of something.
Okay, so I'll shout to the goblin. I'll say, "Come closer."
He stumbles up like he is a bloody mess.
I say, "Do you want your life?"
Money or your jewels?
Yes.
Life. Shit.
Please don't hurt me.
Have you ever met Beto here before?
Yes, he stole my wife.
I should call you out on continuity because the dead one appears the one he said stole his wife. That's fine.
No. Oh no,
There was
this one
down
stole
here.
Beto's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was one down. The two that we could see are dead.
He
But it's
shagged
fine.
my sister.
Okay, so now he is in charge of you, and you do everything he says,
Even if it's kinky stuff.
especially if it's kinky stuff.
Face
If you
forward
don't,
again.
then we'll just kill you.
Okay.
At this point, I raise my heads and shake them at him.
And I just asked the group, has anyone got a spare dagger or something like that?
Nope.
Check.
Not for this prick.
Not
You
for the
can-
little, not for that.
I
one.
mean, there are like these guys had scimitars.
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say I could just pick one up and give it to Beto, so he's got a weapon.
Don't
I'll say
give
to
him
Beto,
weapons.
I'm trusting you.
He brandishes it. Ha ha!
You've
Oh,
proven
bloody
that you're
hell.
not going to run away, and I'm happy with that.
Are
But
we
now I
building
need
a
you to
small
prove that you're not
goblin?
going to stab me in my back.
Just so you know, he's sleeping in your room the next time.
You see the dwarf over there with 3 heads?
Yeah, he's really scary.
Yeah, if you stab us with this sword I'm giving you, he'll kill you.
Okay. I like my head where it is.
This is Beto, by the way, not the little one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
and I'm done. So that's Ball's
I
All right.
take my rope from my backpack and toss it down the. Well, I don't need the rope. It's pretty shallow, right?
The rope would definitely help more. So
Okay,
like
I
it would be
toss
rolling
rope.
at an advantage for them to get up, but a rope they can just climb
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I toss.
Yep.
the
So
rope.
they all kind of come up. I mean, you notice they're looking pretty worse for wear. They're looking really ragged. I mean, some of them seem to have some injuries from a few days ago, but they've also been under like extreme physical exertion. So as soon as they get out, they just basically collapse on the ground.
I give them water and food.
They are very thankful for that.
Are you the villagers of Nightstone, friends?
Yes, we're from Nightstone. We fled just a few days ago, and then were captured by these goblins.
You fled, so these weren't the ones that captured you in the first place?
Oh God, no! It feels like a lifetime ago, but no.
Let's help your friends in the other pit, and then we can talk. I walk up. Is my action over, or can I go help?
Yep. Oh yeah, like we're not. Yeah,
I walk
You
to the
toss
other
your
pit.
rope
and-
over there as well.
While Vandal was giving them water, Nim saunters over and starts cleaning them up and repairing their clothes with some minor magics.
We are
As
the
you're
Governor
walking
now.
over, one of them glances over to you and says, "Oh, slow down! there's more traps that you guys haven't seen, more pits,
Oh,
and
Okay, we get the goblin to point out where all the traps are.
yep. So I'm gonna just go ahead and move them to the token layer that you guys really rudely actually managed to avoid the other ones. Not very happy about that, but thank you. All right. All right. So yeah, you're going in and tending to their wounds.
Well, no,
and-
not their wounds. I can't heal them. I'm making their clothes. I'm tending to their torn.
Oh, like mending.
He's prestidigitation and
Ah,
mending, I guess.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So,
No, their
can't
their
turn
clothes
it
are
up.
being nipped, kind of like knitted back together.
And I
they're
can
looking
clean
a
up
little
their,
less
their all
ragged.
their mud and whatnot, make them feel like they're dressed
wait,
in
wait.
clean,
Yep.
unbroken.
Wait.
Wait,
He wants to do something.
Yeah. All right, Hugh. All right. What are these
So-
poor souls gonna have to go through now?
no, it's just the dwarf. The other two can leave. So the other two have left, and like
Okay. Yeah.
Landon's helped them out. I pulled the
And then-
dwarf to the side and just whisper in his ear, "If you tell anyone the name of the midwife, you'll be added to my collection of heads, buddy." And
All right. Give me an intimidation.
yeah,
Double 14s.
And he looks like he's about to say something pretty snarky back at you, but he glances at the two heads, bites his lip, and just kind of nods and walks off.
Cool.
All right, so everyone is out. They're kind of recuperating here under the tree, and you guys are like, you see all this stuff. So let's get rid of the fight music, because hopefully there's going to be no more damage. You guys have surprised me in the past, so we'll never know. So yeah, so the dwarf basically seems to be kind of the person that's the most confident. The rest of them seem pretty shocked,
You
but
can
he
tell by his
seems
silver border.
yeah, exactly right. He seems a little more resilient,
He's a
and
named
you
character.
should probably be try to direct your questions at him.
greetings, Master Dwarf. My name is Valandel, and this is our group of adventurers, my friends.
Fucking adventurers.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for the rescue, though. I must say, I don't know that we would have survived much longer. Another group of our villagers had gone out the day before and didn't come back, and we got recruited into the work detail today. So
Must be
it's
rough.
not looking so good.
May we know thy name?
My name is, hold on, Morak. Really?
Really?
You're
Weird second
gray.
name.
No, you're gray. I saw it. You're gay at first. Okay,
yeah.
Morak, you're gray.
Hugh's just gonna call him Yogi now. From...
Yep. I'm the tavern master at Nightstone.
I see. Well,
Oh,
Nightstone.
at least he doesn't come from a family of dark hopers.
I
Takes all kinds, okay?
I'm just gonna pull on my hood and try not to look at the people's.
Okay.
In the people's direction. I'm just gonna
You're
avoid
like
them.
standing at the back. Yeah. All right.
I'm listening. I'm keeping my ears sharp, but I don't want them to like.
Yep.
Turn's just gonna
Notice
gather his
me
army
first.
around him.
Yeah, and so Voltar and Nim, actually probably mostly Voltar. You doing anything here? You're just hanging back.
I just want to come over and see if anyone is in need of immediate medical attention.
I mean, some cuts and scrapes, a lot of what looks like heat exhaustion, malnourishment, that sort of thing. Like they probably haven't been properly fed and watered in a day or two here.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, yeah. Can I? I'll get a cast. Create or destroy water.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm gonna create some water as opposed
Yep.
to destroying it. Might be good.
Destroying it, yeah.
Yeah. I
Like
don't
you're
know.
just gonna fill the pit over here, or what? What are we
He
doing?
just cast
Oh, actually,
guiding bolt. On
Sorry, I just killed
Yogi.
everybody.
He just cast guiding bolt on
Fuck.
Yogi. Yogi's dead.
Cast destroy water on somebody.
I just like completely destroy all the water in someone's body and they die. No, yeah, sure.
He's a
I'll start
bloodbender
filling
now.
this pit with water. I guess I'm trying to find out how much water I actually create.
So the
Yeah,
the
10.
goblin corpse starts floating to the surface.
Oh God.
I don't think you should
Yeah,
drink
hold
that.
on. So I haven't cast it yet. It's just like so I create 10 gallons of water in a container.
Right.
Do we? I feel like we don't want to fill a pit with water, do we?
No,
gonna
but we
become
probably
dirty
have a
water.
bag of some kind. I am pretty
I
sure
mean, we
have.
we all
You
have
have water skins, yeah.
Like we can just literally give them water out of our water skins. We don't need to use spells for it.
But it looks more impressive.
It does look cool.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Fine, I get my water skin out. I don't even give a shit.
You can
Hey, now.
refill our water skins later.
I say I don't really feel like using magic anyway. Check out my water skin, full of water. Yum. I
Yep.
get my water. I start passing my water skin around. That's about it.
And I think they were also drinking from like Valandel also
Yeah,
gave
yeah,
them
I
some
gave
food
them
water,
food
right? Yeah,
and-
so they're tearing into it. It's very obvious that they are hungry and thirsty.
Word. Yeah, besides that, I haven't got anything else.
And you actually see, so one of them starts like crying as they're eating, and they're going through some trauma.
Do you know where
Right.
any of your other people are?
They're still at the Goblin Caves. I feel. Oh, my 2 children are still there, and I'm out here eating.
How did you come to the Goblin Caves?
We were running from the rocks and the clouds, and then the goblins just surrounded us. We were just so exhausted and unarmed, and oh God, what a disaster!
What
Well,
happened to
there
the
are
dog?
guards. Help us come from whatever the place was.
Daggerfall.
Daggerfall.
Yeah, it's
Help.
quite safe back there.
Nightstone is safe, but our families, our
We shall-
families are still in the caves.
We
Do you
shall-
see this dwarf over here? He's gonna go take care of the goblins in the caves.
Just shake some more heads about.
And the one that had like thrown himself at your feet does it again. He just like drops to the ground. It's just like, thank you, Sir Dwarf. Thank you.
Some blood from the head spatters on him.
I mean, it's not his blood, so he's not too upset. All right, so you're telling these guys it's safe to go back, or
You can
Yeah,
take the
there isn't
goblin
anything-
weapons.
Was there
I
anything
mean, we
questionable
think
in between
we think
here and
that
there?
this guy's suspicious in the village because he was very we believe that the guy is suspicious that he's in the village currently. That's the only reason I wouldn't send them back. Like he seems a bit dodgy. We don't have any solid evidence. It's just the way that he was acting towards that woman. They seemed very very friendly.
so what's his face and what's his other face during the exploration did a bit more on that.
We did an investigation on Keela, and her story checks out. She indeed is brought to be the steward to be, and was undergoing training under the old steward.
My map went black.
Yeah, mine too.
Ditto.
Oh yeah. I was setting up the next map and changed the setting up the wrong one.
Oh.
There you go. Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, so I mean, I'm happy to send them back. I just think it's not safe still there.
It's
I just
safer
want
than here in the
to-
woods.
True.
I just want to like scoot a bit closer and ask if by any chance you know what happened to the actual rock, the Nightstone. In the Nightstone.
It was there when we left.
Curse.
It's
Um,
gone now.
Yeah.
That thing
So-
must have weighed a few thousand pounds.
Did we find out if
Oh,
these
yes.
people left before the attack? I mean, they were complaining about the rocks falling, right?
Right. So no, yeah, the rocks falling was the attack that they're speaking of.
Yeah. And then they fled from it. Master
I'm fine with
Morak.
sending-
The thunder that sounded like laughter.
Master Morak, I believe Iceland should be safe enough for you to take them back. Keela Darkhope, a resident of your inn, is alive and well, and is still there.
Kella?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's been staying at the inn a few days.
Yes.
Before this happened.
Yes, she is still there, well and good. And a band of mercenaries that apparently Lady Nightstone has commissioned to guard her keep has arrived, and they are securing the town as well.
He looks a little confused, but then shrugs and says, well, it's the first I've heard of it, but she did keep to herself. Didn't come down drinking with us folk.
We did find notes that she had her worries of the recent elven attacks of the keep and wanted more security. Even
Those
leaving.
elves, and like you hear some scorn in his voice.
Yes, those elves.
Okay.
All right, Tyrion, Valandel. Let's see. Anyone else want to be doing something, or are you guys going to be pushing forward here?
I'd quite like to push forward. I want to make sure that my army is good.
Then
Okay.
wants to track down the Nightstone.
I tell
don't
them,
want-
pick up the
we don't wanna
goblin
give-
weapons.
Yeah, we don't want to give the new goblin a weapon.
Okay.
But we want Beto to
But
have a
everyone
weapon.
else. All right, so I want you
I-
guys to move.
Townsfolk.
This is a very much a you army. I'm not too sure about giving these peasants weapons.
Beto proved himself. He didn't run away. He had every opportunity. to
Running
leave.
away and
I
not
think
trying
we
to
should-
stab us is a difference.
I think we should arm the townsfolk with the goblin weapons. That
Okay,
they're-
yeah, you
Yeah.
toss them a few the short bows and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Why didn't everybody move over here so I can grab tokens more easily? Oh, do you guys want to be taking a short rest here to?
I mean, a short rest
before-
doesn't help me any, but I'm happy to do it if everyone else needs it. I need a long rest to get my
So-
spells back.
Right. So a short rest will let you roll a hit die to get back some HP.
It'll also let me
full.
recover a few spells.
Okay.
Does rolling
Stop
hit
it,
die? Can we roll hit die during combat or no?
You can because you have second wind, I think, right?
Yes, but is that separate
Right. So
from?
you can, but everyone else cannot.
Okay, but
It's
second.
the same hit die pool. but
Oh, okay.
it's separate from resting.
Okay, then I don't.
Want to.
I guess
You want to? Reference, yeah.
Do I do this?
a short rest
I
should
don't
do as
actually
well.
know. Yeah, so you guys relax for an hour. Are you guys going to be asking the goblins, pumping them for information about the caves, perhaps?
Yes. How many of them
Yeah.
are you?
They can lead us there and help us avoid traps.
Yes.
Johnny, you don't get rage back on a short rest. You get back on a long rest.
We have the
Alright.
new enslaved goblin go first over the road.
Yeah, he shows us all the traps and makes sure that we go in the right direction.
Oh,
Beto
okay.
stays by my side.
Straw, if you go to your character sheet, you can click on the words hit dice, and it should roll it, I think.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yep, okay. So +6 to your health, and then we take your hit dice down one.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, and everybody should have 2 hit dice now. Like
Oh,
That's-
yeah, it doesn't automatically.
It means that I still have
populate.
one.
Yeah, so you still have 1. So just change your totals to 2 if you haven't done that
Oh,
already.
then I'd like
Okay.
to heal. Sorry.
So yeah, so they start kind of describing the layout of the caves. Let's move over here. Yeah, so they start describing the cave to you. So it's set into a hill. It's a pretty large hill. It's there seem to be the one main entrance, which is the obvious one, but they also mention that there is kind of like a chimney that you could potentially climb down if you climb up onto the top of the hill.
How big is the chimney?
The chimney is about 5 feet in diameter, so it's
Will
pretty
I fit?
narrow. But yeah, everyone could fit into it.
Can
And
we-
they do mention that they have somebody guarding that because their chieftain had been concerned that somebody could kind of slip in. But Beto actually mentions that that's actually his sister, and he and her really don't like the chieftain, so he could definitely smooth things over if they wanted.
It sounds like you could smooth things over, Beta. Sleeping with her and all that.
You know, you shouldn't judge. You should try it first.
I'm not saying it's
Oh
bad.
my
I'm saying that you've done well, and it sounds like you got very friendly with her.
Yep. So, a few other things, little tidbits of information they give you. I mean, there are they're not great at counting numbers. That's just not something they really care about. They do mention that the ogre that you fought here is actually part of a pair of ogres that kind of moved in. So there is another ogre back there. There's plenty of goblins, and they haven't actually been in that cave all that long. And there's at least one section of the cave that they just don't go down anymore because bad things happen.
That sounds promising.
I just want to give Hugh a stare, as in you're leaving this head here. Overhead stays right here.
I'm not so sure about that.
Listen, friend Hugh.
Intimidation. I'm gonna do intimidation.
You're gonna roll intimidation against him. All right, yeah, go for it. Why don't you guys do a contest of intimidations? Both of you roll intimidation.
Oh.
Well, no.
I take the head and shove it in your face.
Thanks. Just roll my eyes. What can
Yep.
I do?
All right, so
Tried.
the other goblin's name as well.
sure. Let me steal a name from the names.
Shall call
of
you
the other
Smeagol.
goblins that we never asked the names because we killed them all. This name, he's Flick. His name is Flick.
ICK.
So
F-
Beagle and
L-
Flick.
Flik. Flik. So let me do. Can you guys see the name?
I see no nameplates
No.
at
Do you
all.
see it? Do you see
I only
anything
see
on
my own
Beto?
nameplate.
No.
No. I only see my
How
own
about now on Beto?
Beto,
nameplate.
yes.
Yes.
And how
Now
about
see.
now on Flick?
Yes.
Yes.
And you guys don't see your own nameplates. I hadn't
See
realized.
mine.
See
I don't
mine.
see the others guys.
Let me. I hadn't
Oh, I see
realized.
Voltor.
Yeah.
I see mine and Voltars.
See
Yeah,
Lily.
I'm
it's
I'm
adding
going
everyone's
through
now.
and editing. I hadn't realized that was a thing.
I thought just because me and Nick were the best.
I mean, you are obviously.
It's
Guys,
a bit
I have a
rude.
great idea. We
Okay.
can go down the chimney, and I can make a disc that we can just ride down like an elevator.
A what-avator? What is this thing you're talking about?
You've never seen an elevator?
Like a crane.
Yeah, like a crane for people. We use them in towers.
Yeah.
And to go up and down, so you don't have to take the stairs.
You know, friend, when we unload and load cargo off ships.
Oh,
A winch platform. Yeah, there you go.
Gotcha.
Yes. But his ways of thing.
So we can ride that down the chimney
Sounds good.
and just be like, well, then we're just there, and we can just go in.
I'd
just,
still
walk
like
in.
a rope as a backup plan. In
I think
case.
we should do a two-pronged attack again, like this time.
Yeah, I think we should just take a look when we get there and decide.
Okay.
Issue
Well,
will
so
be-
yeah, I mean, so there's unfortunately not a map of outside.
Oh, okay. So
So like you guys
disappointed.
get there, you see a hill, all right, you see a cave. You don't actually see anybody in the entrance of the cave, but it's looks like it's a fairly narrow path for a little bit, and then kind of potentially opens up, but it's dark back there, so you don't know. But you definitely see like you could creep around the side to try and get to this chimney to kind of Beto and Flick kind of point up towards it.
Don't I have a better sight? Like in the dark? I'm a tiefling.
Do they have better sight? Goblins? Is that what you're
Yeah,
asking?
They have
no,
dark
but-
vision. but
Goblins
so
definitely
does-
have dark vision. Yeah,
so
they can
does-
see in the
Yeah,
dark.
but
They do not need
what
light.
do I do? Like the
Nim,
Do
tiefling?
Nim has dark
you?
vision too.
Yes.
I think tieflings do, right?
Yeah, Nim has it as
Yeah.
well.
And the gnome as well. Yeah, there you go.
High five, little
Do I not
one.
have something?
Also, the dwarf has dark vision. In fact, I think even I have dark vision.
Yeah, I have
think-
dark vision.
No.
I think
As
the
a-
only one that doesn't is Nick.
and me.
Oh, it's yesterday. Everyone was humans. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Yeah. So you
don't-
guys,
I actually don't have it, but it's...
you guys can kind of squint and peer, and you see that it's a it starts to open up after probably, what is that, 15, 20 feet? But you can't see much in there. I mean, like you guys are pretty far away still, right? Like you're not right up at the entrance.
No. I like the plan of having one group going through the chimney and another through the entrance.
I
like the
vote
idea of the
myself,
chimney.
Nim, and Volter take Beto and go in through the chimney. And the
I
range.
disagree. You can have Flick.
Well,
Flick
Beto's the one
is-
that can save us from having to kill an extra person.
No,
If we
that's
don't
Flick.
take Flick-
It's Flick's sister.
How
Or
many
Flex
people are we
sister.
planning on killing here?
Yeah, but Beto is the love interest, so
Yeah,
you
Beto's the
know.
love interest, so the Beto is the one that will save us from having to kill her. I can
How
only hold
big
so
is
many
she?
heads.
Is she bigger than the rest of you, Beto?
She's a goblin
Okay.
size?
Okay.
I don't want to, you know.
Personally against killing females.
I mean, it's a goblin.
I
you wouldn't
personally
even
got no
notice.
problem with it, but
So I draw the line.
I like
You wouldn't
Hugh's
even
plan.
notice it was a female.
That's rude.
Wow.
oh,
I like
What's the
Hugh's
difference
plan.
between a female goblin and a male goblin, Hugh?
yeah, Hugh.
I will fight you.
I don't know the difference.
Stop questioning my
answer.
morals.
It's a solid answer.
Oh,
Don't make
just
me roll
because you
intimidation.
fondle Beto in bed doesn't mean we do too.
Holy
No,
cow.
that's not true. That's really
This
rude.
that's wow.
That's too far.
But let's hurry on before it
You
gets
should
late.
hold yourself.
I really don't want to fight. I'd like to do it as peacefully as possible.
I mean, we have to fight. We're not going
Do
to
we?
get into this place without fighting.
I don't think diplomacy is the goblin's strength.
You say
Well,
that.
yes.
I have
I mean,
two.
you know, yeah. So you're saying this within earshot of Flick and Beto?
yeah,
Or-
we have to remember we're discussing all this in front of them.
They're like, oh no, you guys are super strong. If you let me talk to them, they would see you're super strong, and then I would be in charge of them, and you'd be in charge of diplomacy is
Pyramid scheme is what
strength
we're setting up
scheme.
here.
Yes.
I make some fire, sort of like flow up and down Hugh as Hugh basically kind of stares them down. Is that a thing?
Sure.
So I want to like make Hugh like really intimidating.
I
So
mean, they're already terrified.
Yeah. All right. Roll intimidation
Like,
with
just roll
advantage.
Intimidation, get a bonus.
With advantage.
I mean, they're already scared. What are you trying to do to them?
keep them in line so
They
they
can go
don't
their
think that they can align with they can just go into their tribe and like their whole tribe out and attack.
They are petrified. Beto drops his scimitar. The other one throws himself down at the ground. No,
We ask
you were
them again.
stronger. We believe in you. No, please don't hurt us.
The biggest thing will be saving the villagers and not having the goblins kill them all. So, I think the plan to split up and have Beto be the try to negotiate with them and convince them. Is
What about if we have some people trying to draw them out of the cave, and then we drop in behind, release the prisoners, and then we have more people on our side?
But the
I
peasants
like
will
that
be
plan,
starved.
But it needs to be tanky people that are drawing people.
So yeah, so they're are you trying to run these plans past the goblins? Like they're whether or not
discussing it as a
like
group.
where is what, etc. Because one of them would
I
mention
think,
that.
I think they're scared enough that we trust them.
Okay, so
To
one
give
of them
us honest
mentions that
advice.
the chimney actually lets out kind of over actually nearer the chieftain's area, which is on the opposite side of the large cavern from where the prisoners are. So they're not really close.
I'd still say that I agree with Hugh.
Actually,
there,
here, why don't I
that's
draw? What one of them is going to draw on the ground for you. How about
Okay.
that?
I think that Hugh's plan's solid. I think it just needs to be very the buff people that are drawing people out.
Well,
Well, I need to be able to get in behind to attack properly. If so long as you guys stay at a distance.
All right, so they're gonna draw. So there's like the entrance here, and there's like a big cavern bit, and then a little bit over here is where the chimney is, and then over here is the chieftain area, and then over here is where all the little weak non-fightery people are, and up here is where the prisoners are, and over here, do not go over here. That's where the bad things happen. Bad.
we need to agree either we go in for the chieftain or our priority are the prisoners, because we can't do both.
The priority is always
I-
the prisoners.
Well, I think if we took care of the chieftain, the other goblins would probably fall in line.
Oh, and I could be chieftain? Says
Yeah.
Vito.
We're the
Let's not
chieftain.
get ahead of ourselves here.
Oh no,
Ahead.
of course
I
not, of
hold
course
my
not, I'm
head
so
with this
sorry!
hinge.
No,
Vito?
I'm sorry.
Who's your
Thank you
current
for the
chieftain,
scimitar.
Vito?
The current chieftain, hold on, let me find his
Governor.
name.
No, that's not what I was asking.
I
Oh,
was
okay, what do you
referring
want?
to your group.
I
Oh,
was referring to us.
and he kind of like, he's looking at you, kind of doing an eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He's like, maybe you, and he points at Tyrion, and then he looks at Hugh, and he's like, but maybe him.
I'm fine with either.
He's stronger. Big and strong, but you're big and blue. I don't know.
I am blue. That's the
Who's your chieftain?
We don't have
Me.
a chieftain. We're friends.
And he looks over at him, he's like, you're small. You're too small to be chieftain.
I have fire.
Intimidate him. Intimidate him. Go.
Where is it hiding?
Oh dear.
So,
He looks at you and he's like, small.
Okay, he's small too. Nim points at Hugh.
He's not wrong.
I kind of have Nim's back here. I'm like staring at the video and flick, like from above. Reminiscing stare.
I like the plan we kill the chieftain. That sounds good.
I'm down. We're killing.
Do we
At
all
the
go?
head. Where's the? Okay, the question is, do they know where the ogre is? Because I don't want to fight a chieftain and an ogre at the same
I,
time.
I think we have to fight.
The ogre
chieftain.
is in the middle. And he likes
So we probably
the
have
little
to kill the
bubbly
ogre
mud
first
bath
and then
place.
the chieftain.
To use Witch Bolt, then you'd lose concentration, right? Because Witch Bolt's concentration as well.
Yes.
but he could keep up, like he could do
Yeah, so
firebolts and
it limits his usefulness. If we
No,
go
it does.
into-
those for sure.
Yeah. So I can. I can either maintain it and be able to cast a spell, or I could break concentration to do one thing, but then I wouldn't be able to recast it.
So if the potential is that we get trapped in if we go down the chimney, or we just do a frontal assault and do what we can.
We could smoke them out. Make a fire.
Smoking a seat.
we
Going from the side.
we make a
Just
fire.
drop things down the chimney
Yeah,
until
drop
it's on
the-
fire.
Yeah. And then wait out for them on the entrance way.
Genius. I like this plan.
Does
Just
that
keep
make
dropping stuff that's